Fake love from a narcissist.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are so grateful that you have chosen to watch another one of our videos. If you enjoy our content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Your support is invaluable and helps our channel grow, allowing us to reach and help more people. Today we want to talk about a complex and often painful topic: the feelings of a narcissist who has been involved in your life. This particular narcissist fell deeply for you, perhaps more than they ever intended. It's important to understand that they did not want to feel this way about someone. In their distorted perception, they may label their feelings as love, but what they truly think of as love is often very different from the genuine affection that most people experience. The depth of their feelings can be overwhelming for them, to the point where it feels like they are relying on you for emotional support and validation. This reliance is uncomfortable for a narcissist. They thrive on control and independence, so feeling dependent on someone else is troubling for them to cope with these intense emotions. A narcissist may resort to various strategies. Some may attempt to move on to other supplies, people they can manipulate or draw energy from, hoping to distract themselves from their feelings for you. Others might struggle to find the courage to let go, even contemplating moving on, but instead, they may begin to act erratically. This behavior can manifest as treating you poorly, perhaps in an attempt to push you away or provoke you into cutting ties with them. This backward action could be a misguided effort to regain control over their emotional turmoil. It is crucial to recognize your unique role in this narcissist's life. You are unlike anyone else they had encountered. Do not allow your self-worth to be distorted by their actions or choices. If they have moved on to someone new, cheated or lied, remember that these actions are not a reflection of your value as a person. In fact, this narcissist was fortunate to have found you, and they were deeply aware of the special qualities you possess. They struggled internally with the feelings they had for you, which created a conflict within themselves. Narcissists often have a difficult time accepting their reliance on others. They recognize that they have fallen hard for someone, which is a situation they generally try to avoid. Some narcissists may find it impossible to fully detach from your life. For instance, if you are the one who decided to end the relationship after realizing their toxic behavior, they might become fixated on you. This obsession can take many forms, such as stalking or keeping a close eye on your social media accounts. They may refuse to let you move on, clinging to the remnants of your connection while simultaneously struggling with their own emotions. But alternatively, because they are experiencing such intense feelings, a narcissist may attempt to find someone new. This new supply becomes a distraction for them. They hope that by engaging with a new supply, they can somehow escape the overwhelming emotions they feel. For you, this strategy is an attempt to stop feeling so reliant on you. Deep down, they want to portray an image of self-sufficiency, yet they struggle with this concept. They know they need you in their lives, but at the same time they resent that need. This internal conflict can manifest in their behavior towards you, which may come across as hostility or disdain. Despite your supportive, loyal, kind and loving nature, they might express dislike or even hatred towards you. This reaction stems from the discomfort of feeling so deeply connected to someone. The very qualities that make you a wonderful partner can trigger their insecurities and fears, leading them to react negatively. They truly do not want to feel this way. They find it troubling and confusing. Throughout the course of the relationship, their obsession can intensify. However, this obsession is not something they cherish. Rather, it is a battle within themselves. They do not wish to become so fixated on you, yet they find it almost impossible to break free from these feelings. They often fantasize about being able to simply move on, to wash their hands of the connection they have with you, and to find a new supply that can replace you in their lives. The idea of forgetting you entirely is appealing to them, yet reality rarely aligns with their wishes. If they do move on to a new supply, it is often a misguided attempt to counteract the obsession they feel for you. They may believe that by finding someone else, they can distract themselves from their feelings. However, this is not always successful. To illustrate this point, think of it like switching from an iPhone to a different brand of phone. If you have been using an iPhone for everything: banking, communication and daily tasks, Transitioning to a different phone can be frustrating. The new device simply does not meet your needs or provide the same level of comfort and familiarity. This is akin to what narcissists experience when they seek out new supplies. They find that nothing compares to the connection they had with you. Ultimately, while they may try to convince themselves that they can find fulfillment with someone new, the truth is that they are often left feeling unfulfilled. They long for the opportunity to feel as if they do not need you, but deep down they know that this is not the case. The profound connection they have with you is something they struggle to accept, and they often wish it were different. They do not want to feel so deeply tied to anyone, yet their emotions tell a different story. So, as someone mentioned, a narcissist may seek out a new supply simply because they are becoming increasingly obsessed with you. This obsession can create a complicated dynamic. Some narcissists may never even pursue a new supply. Instead, they may choose to stay closely tied to you for an extended period, even a lifetime. Others might attempt to find new suppliers, but they still want to keep you in their lives. In these cases, you remain their primary source of supply, while they may explore relationships with others. However, deep down, they understand that none of those other individuals can make them feel the way you do. This intense obsession can prevent them from fully discarding you, even if they do engage with others. It's important to recognize this behavior for what it is. I'm not suggesting that you are special solely because of how this narcissist perceives you. Rather, I want to emphasize that you are a unique and valuable person, a blessing to anyone fortunate enough to be in your life. The narcissist picks up on this inherent goodness and recognizes that you bring something special to the table. Imagine the moment they first met you. They are drawn to your wonderful qualities, and as they get closer, they begin to rely on you more and more. However, this reliance creates a conflict within them. While they need you, they do not want to feel that way. They prefer to maintain an illusion of power and control, wanting you to feel as though you need them. Instead, this dynamic can lead to a situation where, by the end of a narcissistic relationship, the victim may feel unable to function in the world without the narcissist. It is essential to remember that at one point you are navigating your life quite happily without them. The narcissist's goal is to make you feel dependent on them, to foster a sense of reliance that can be difficult to shake off. This is a common tactic among narcissists. They want you to be obsessed with them, while they have inadvertently become reliant on you. They thrive on the power dynamics of the relationship, which can leave you feeling confused and emotionally drained. By creating this dependence, they aim to secure their place in your life, even as they grapple with their own feelings of obsession and neediness. Sometimes, narcissists can develop such deep feelings for you that it seems like you are the only person in their world. However, this intense focus can lead them to push away everything that is truly special to them, including you. When I say push away, I mean that they may engage in behaviors like discarding you, ghosting you, or stonewalling you. This behavior is often driven by the fact that you are the very person who makes them feel a powerful obsession. In their minds, they want to create a situation where you are chasing after them, making you feel as though you need them. This kind of behavior can sometimes work in their favor, especially in the short term. For instance, when a narcissist discards you or distances themselves, it may trigger a response in you to pursue them even more fervently. During this time, the narcissist may feel a sense of excitement and validation from your pursuit. It revitalizes them. They feel alive and invigorated, knowing that you are chasing after them, reinforcing their sense of power and control. However, this dynamic is often temporary. Over time, many victims of narcissistic abuse come to realize that they do not need to chase after the narcissist. They begin to understand that pursuing someone who is emotionally unavailable is a waste of their energy. This realization can serve as a turning point. When the victim stops chasing after the narcissist, it can lead to an increase in the narcissist's obsession with them. The narcissist may become even more fixated, feeling a sense of loss or panic because they are no longer the center of attention. It is essential to recognize that this behavior reflects an internal struggle within the narcissist. They did not want to develop such intense feelings for you, and they often feel overwhelmed by their emotions. Whether you were involved in a relationship for a decade or a shorter period, the length of time does not diminish the complexity of their feelings. The key point is that they struggle to control their emotions. This lack of control can lead to irrational actions, and it is important not to take these actions personally. I understand that it is much easier for me to say this than for you to accept it. When you have been discarded, or when the narcissist has moved on to a new supply, it can feel deeply hurtful. You may feel betrayed if they cheated or treated you poorly. But it is crucial to remember that their actions are often a reflection of their internal battles. They are fighting against their own feelings and the obsession that consumes them on a daily basis. Living with such internal conflict is exhausting for them. They do not want to experience this obsession. They find it burdensome and confusing. This struggle can manifest in various ways, leading to hurtful behaviors toward you. The narcissist often feels the need to introduce chaos into their relationships, which can manifest in various ways. This chaos might involve cheating on you, pursuing a new supply, or engaging in other disruptive behaviors. These actions are typically driven by their internal conflicts and the need to feel a sense of control. For many individuals, the realization that they have been deceived or betrayed is a painful experience that can lead to a decisive action, cutting off the narcissist from their life. When you choose to cut ties with a narcissist, it can throw them into a state of turmoil. They may experience feelings of distress and confusion. You might have uncovered their deceit, whether it was infidelity, lies, or other betrayals, which prompted you to make the difficult decision to end the relationship. This act of rejection can be incredibly crushing for them, even if they never express it openly. In their minds, you represent an obsession, a deep emotional connection that they have not been able to control or fully understand. The impact of being cut off can lead to bizarre and erratic behaviors from the narcissist. They may resort to stalking, obsessively calling you, or creating fake profiles on social media in an attempt to interact with you. They might even go so far as to create fake email accounts just to reach out and get any remnants of supply from you. This behavior stems from their desperation to maintain a connection, no matter how unhealthy it may be. It is important to recognize that, even if you are the one discarded by the narcissist, this does not mean they will not come back into your life. Give them time and space, and you may find that they attempt to circle back around, testing whether the door to your heart is still open. Understand that this narcissist did fall deeply for you. As an empath or a sensitive individual, your qualities may have drawn them in, and despite their struggles, they formed a strong emotional attachment. However, it is crucial to remember that you have the opportunity to offer your love, care, and authenticity to someone who truly deserves it. This new person will appreciate your love without becoming obsessed or feeling threatened by your depth of emotion. They will not view their feelings for you as a weakness. Instead, they will see it as a source of strength. Genuine love should be uplifting and enriching, not fraught with anxiety and uncertainty. While it may be difficult to hear, many of you can look forward to finding this authentic love in your future. You will discover a relationship where your feelings are reciprocated in a healthy manner. Some of you may feel as though you have lost your best friend when the narcissist exited your life, especially if the connection felt strong in the beginning. In the early stages of a relationship with a narcissist, the initial charm can be intoxicating, leading you to believe that you have found a deep and meaningful connection. However, as time goes on, the underlying issues often become more apparent, revealing the toxic dynamics at play. In the early stages of a relationship with a narcissist, you might find yourself experiencing significant emotional turmoil even after a year. It is not uncommon to feel the lingering traumatic effects long after the relationship has ended. You may feel as though you have lost a close friend or someone who was very important to you. In those intense moments, it can seem as if no one else in the world could ever replace that connection. However, it is essential to understand that there are, indeed, other people out there who can bring joy and fulfillment into your life. I recognize that many well-meaning friends and family members might have offered you advice like, "Don't worry, there are plenty more fish in the sea," or "You'll move on eventually." While these sentiments are often intended to be comforting, they can sometimes feel dismissive, especially when you are in the thick of your emotions. You might be thinking this doesn't make sense, as you grapple with the pain of losing someone who once played a significant role in your life. Yet trust that you will find someone new who is deserving of your love and appreciation. The experiences you have endured with the narcissist serve a purpose. They have illuminated what you do not need in your life, helping you gain clarity about what you truly deserve in a partner. This journey has fostered a sense of discernment within you, allowing you to better understand your own needs and desires in a relationship. As you reflect on this, you will discover that your self-awareness and emotional finesse will guide you toward healthier connections in the future. I understand that you might be in a place right now where you are seeking solace and understanding from channels like this one, alongside others that discuss similar topics. It is completely normal to feel a connection to the content and the messages being shared. This pull toward these videos signifies that you are uncovering the true nature of the narcissist in your life. You may have initially perceived them in a certain light, but as you delve deeper into the subject of narcissism, you begin to recognize their true character and the impact they had on you. This process of learning and exploration is incredibly valuable. By returning to these videos, reading books, or listening to audiobooks, you are actively educating yourself about narcissistic behavior and the dynamics of such relationships. This knowledge is empowering and helps to foster a stronger relationship with yourself. You are taking the time to understand not only the nature of the narcissist, but also your own feelings and experiences. This journey of self-discovery and healing is a beautiful and essential step in reclaiming your life. It is important to acknowledge that many individuals never awaken to the realities of narcissistic abuse. They may continue to live in confusion or denial, unaware of the toxic patterns that have influenced their lives. By seeking out information and engaging with this content, you are already setting yourself apart. You are on a path of awareness and growth that can lead to profound personal transformation. There are many individuals who endure narcissistic abuse without ever realizing what they are experiencing. They may go through life unaware that they have been involved with a narcissist, never waking up to the reality of their situation. However, if you are reading this, you are already ahead of the game. Awakening to your circumstances is a significant step forward. While this realization can be incredibly painful and may hurt deeply, it is also a powerful moment of clarity. You have begun to see the truth, and that is a beautiful thing. It is essential to acknowledge that the narcissist you encountered fell for you very deeply. Their feelings were intense, perhaps more than they were prepared to handle. This emotional connection caused them considerable grief, as they struggled to reconcile their feelings with their need for control and power. They did not want to feel so vulnerable, yet they could not help themselves. This internal conflict often leads to erratic and harmful behaviors towards those they profess to care for. When a narcissist leaves you, one of the most challenging aspects is the lack of closure. You may find yourself wondering what went wrong, what you could have done differently, or why they treated you the way they did. This absence of closure can leave you feeling lost and confused. However, it is crucial to understand that you have the power to rise above this despair and transform your experience into an opportunity for personal growth. As survivors of narcissistic abuse, we sometimes fail to grasp the full extent of the disorder the narcissist embodies. It is important to recognize that these individuals are unlikely to change. Their behavior is rooted in deep-seated issues that they are not willing or able to address. While you have the ability to change, heal, and move forward, the narcissist remains trapped in their patterns of manipulation and emotional turmoil. One of the greatest secrets that narcissists hold is their fear of admitting that they need you. They may act as though they are completely self-sufficient, but the truth is that they rely on you for validation, attention, and emotional supply. Understanding this dynamic can shift your perspective on the abuse you suffered. You are not just a victim. You are someone who was deeply valued, even if the narcissist could not express that in a healthy way. Recognizing this truth can elevate your mental state and empower you to reclaim your life. The manipulation and mind games that narcissists employ are designed to keep you in a state of confusion and dependency. Their tactics can feel surreal, almost as if they are beyond what any human could do to another. This level of manipulation can leave you feeling foggy and disoriented, making it difficult to comprehend what has happened. You may find yourself asking, "What was that? What just happened?" This confusion is part of the manipulation. It is meant to keep you coming back for more, seeking answers that may never come. The significant truth about narcissists is that they actually need you. Deep down, they are aware that you do not need them. Unlike the narcissist, who struggles with a personality disorder that is often unchangeable. Without profound intervention, you possess the ability to heal and grow. This reality is something they cannot face. Instead, they often believe themselves to be superior or even godlike, which prevents them from seeking the genuine help they need. This mindset creates a complex and challenging dynamic in the relationship. The narcissist's primary goal is to convince you that you are the one who needs them. They employ various manipulative tactics to achieve this, one of which is gaslighting. Gaslighting is a psychological manipulation technique that makes you doubt your own perceptions and reality. When you experience confusion about your thoughts or feelings, the narcissist will exploit that doubt. You may find yourself questioning your own memory and decisions, thinking, "Did I really see that, or am I imagining things?" This strategy is designed to erode your self-trust and make you dependent on their version of reality. As a result of this conditioning, when you catch the narcissist in a lie, they will often turn the situation around on you. They may deny your experience, insisting, "No, you didn't see that," or "that never happened." This manipulation is a deliberate tactic to reinforce your dependence on them. By consistently lying and gaslighting, they create an environment where you feel compelled to rely on them for validation and clarity. This pattern is particularly damaging for individuals who struggle with codependency. Narcissists are drawn to codependent individuals because they can easily manipulate them into believing they need the narcissist for their emotional well-being. If you identify as an empath or a super empath, you might find yourself especially vulnerable to their tactics. The narcissist recognizes your desire for connection and control, and they exploit that desire to maintain their grip on you in this dynamic. You may feel as though you are engaged in a form of spiritual warfare. The narcissist uses lies, control, and manipulation to keep you under their influence. They aim to dominate your thoughts and emotions, preventing you from realizing that they, in fact, rely on you. This control allows them to dictate the narrative of your relationship, shaping how you perceive yourself and the world around you. Furthermore, narcissists often seek to isolate you from supportive friends and family members. They do not want anyone in your life who might challenge their authority or offer you a different perspective. Instead, they prefer to select your social circle, ensuring that you are surrounded by people who reinforce their narrative and keep you dependent on them. This isolation can lead to a significant erosion of your social support, leaving you feeling even more vulnerable and reliant on the narcissist. The narcissist's primary strategy in their manipulation is to make you believe that you need them. In reality, it is quite the opposite. They need you, they rely on you for validation and to maintain their fragile self-esteem. This dependency is a key element of their emotional game. By keeping you close, they can elevate themselves and feel better about their own worth, which is often quite low. When you are in their presence, you bring a vibrant energy and positivity that they lack. You are not just contributing to the relationship, you are essentially the foundation of it. Forget about simply bringing something to the table. You are the table itself. Your presence and qualities are what sustain them. The narcissist wants to keep you from realizing just how significant you are to their well-being. They thrive on your goodness, your kindness, and your ability to uplift them. Moreover, the narcissist often desires to position themselves as your caregiver, your financial supporter, or even your emotional anchor. They want you to fulfill all these roles while expecting nothing in return. It is a one-sided arrangement where they benefit from your support and love, but they do not reciprocate it. Instead, they want you to feel as though you are solely dependent on them for your happiness and fulfillment. When you truly reflect on this dynamic, it becomes clear just how much the narcissist relies on you. They need you as desperately as a person needs air to breathe or water to survive. This realization can be incredibly empowering. Understanding their deep need for you can shift your perspective and help you reclaim your sense of self-worth. Think about it. The narcissist knows they cannot function effectively without someone there to take care of their emotional needs and to manage the chaos in their lives. They often project their insecurities onto you, making you feel responsible for their happiness and stability. This manipulation creates a false narrative in which you believe you need them, while in reality, they are the ones who are dependent on your strength and support. This is why narcissists often present themselves as your savior or superhero. They want to create an illusion of strength and capability, all while hiding their own weaknesses. By acting as if they are the ones saving you, they divert attention away from their own vulnerabilities and keep you in a position of dependency. The truth is that all the negative things they tell you about yourself are reflections of their own insecurities. So listen carefully. Do not let a narcissist drag you down for 5, 10, 20, or even 30 years. Do not allow them to continue using you while convincing you that you are the subservient one. In reality, they are the weakest link in the relationship. Yes, I said it. These individuals are the ones who are truly weak. Their entire game revolves around making you feel like you are the one who lacks strength and value. It's time to turn that narrative on its head. Family, I want you to really absorb this message. You are the one with the power. The narcissist needs you for their validation and emotional support. They depend on you, which is why they often surround themselves with multiple sources of supply. They are terrified that one day, their primary supply may abandon them, so they keep backups just in case. This fear drives them to maintain relationships with others, regardless of their marital status. You better believe that even if they are married, they will still seek out someone outside that marriage to fulfill their needs. They will always have multiple supplies on hand. However, the critical point to remember is that you hold the real power in this dynamic. You are not like them. You have the ability to heal, grow, and move on from the toxic patterns they impose on you. The narcissist, on the other hand, struggles to make meaningful changes in their life. They are trapped in their own dysfunction and unable to break free from their destructive behaviors. As you reflect on this, I encourage you to prioritize your own well-being. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Engage in activities that bring you joy and help you heal from the emotional wounds inflicted by the narcissist. Remember, taking care of yourself is not just beneficial, it is essential for your recovery and growth. On the other side, you can do the same. Embrace your strength and know that you have the power to create a fulfilling life free from the influence of a narcissist. As we wrap up this message, I encourage you to take action. If you found this video helpful, please like it, comment on your thoughts or experiences, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more content that supports your healing journey. Together we can build a community of strength and resilience. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.